I actually have a video on my channel that explains how to clear backdrop, how to, adjust this and that in Photoshop. And that video is probably what, maybe 9, 10, 11 minutes. And guess what? This is going to happen in seconds. So just look at this. Just with the touch of a button, that's the end. We're done. Hi guys, Johnny here again, and welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'll be showing you or telling you, whichever, how I shot and delivered 7 weddings in less than 30 days. If you don't already know, I'm a wedding photographer based in Lagos, Nigeria. And from the title of this video, you might actually be wondering, why does this guy have to deliver 7 weddings in less than 30 days? Imagine this like scenarios. Of course, these things have actually happened to me personally, right? So you shoot like a high society wedding, and then the blogs are already asking for the pictures like as they ought, right? They're literally asking for they want to post. Another scenario is like we have Nigerian wedding clients nowadays. They just want to fly into the country and then just do their pre-wedding like 1 week to the wedding or something like that. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. And of course, wedding planners nowadays are also looking for people that can work very fast, right? Because if your client only has 1 week to spend in Nigeria for their wedding, and they're going to do pre-wedding, do fittings, do all of that in that 1 week, then what it means is that as you're shooting the pre-wedding, you kind of have to deliver either like the next day or the day after the next, which puts you under pressure. There are so many scenarios, which now brings me to the sponsor of this video, right? So, of course, if you don't already know, Evoto AI is the solution to all of this that I'm saying. Trust me, you can literally edit, retouch a portrait photo in seconds. There are actually a lot more features, which I'm going to be showing you shortly, and hence the essence of this video. So I'm going to be showing you how to effectively use Evoto AI to make your workflow faster, to make your life easier. And if you're a professional photographer like me, then of course you can make more money in a shorter period of time. All right, guys, we are in the Evoto app. And so we have 2 different sections. So we have the library section and we have the edit section. So once you've imported your images, of course, like you import them in library mode, and then the edit section is where like the magic really happens, right? So on your right, we have some tools. So for example, we have the color adjustment tool, we have the portrait retouching tools, background adjustments, clothes and accessories, crop and rotate, data shooting. So one thing that I like about Evoto, right, is that in as much as there are other softwares that helps you with tethering, Evoto actually does it and can retouch your images as they are dropping. So it's almost like as they're shooting, the images are dropping retouched. Can you imagine that? That's like amazing, right? So the tethering is also really great, and they have plugins for pretty much most of the cameras that we have these days. So the Nikon, Sony's, the Canons, the Fujifilms and the likes, right? So this is actually something that I'm excited for, right? Of course, we have like the import export tool as well. So for an image like this, now to the couple, this is like this is a couple. They're my very good friends. This is a couple I shot in April, and to actually attack an image like this, I would like to start with the backdrop, right? So the backdrop, just clean it out and everything. And there's something that I really appreciate Evoto for, and that's like the ability to clear backdrop in seconds. I actually have a video on my channel that explains how to clear backdrop, how to, adjust this and that in Photoshop. And that video is probably what, maybe 9, 10, 11 minutes. And guess what? This is going to happen in seconds. So just look at this. Just with the touch of a button, that's the end. We're done, right? In the time that it took me to say all of this, like, we're already done. And the other things you can do to the backdrop, just clean the backdrop, You can even unify the lighting where the backdrop looks like it is one uniform color. But because I like cinematic images, I would rather turn that off and leave it like this, right? So moving on, now that we have a clean backdrop, I'll just go to the portrait retouching aspect. Of course, that's where like the majority of like the magic happens. So yeah, of course, the AI engine has a way of identifying the kind of person in the image. So a male, female, child, senior, or you can just do the adjustment to everybody. But of course, I like to have it separated. So I'll start with the woman, and then just go ahead and touch like the freckles and acne sliders, and then automatically you start seeing this thing just smoothing out, like everything just disappears literally. We have, I can, there are so many things I can check here, but for the purpose of this video, I'll literally just go to the basic things that I like to do when I'm working on Evoto. So I'll go to the neck wrinkles just to clear out like the neck wrinkles. You can see that happening very, very, very seamlessly and very fast. Then if I'll go to the man himself, I'll go to the male and then do the same thing. Oh, sorry, that was wrong. So I'll go back to the face refinement and do the same thing with the freckles and the acne. And you can see his face just magically clearing up. And this picture still looks very realistic and very clean. So meaning that you necessarily don't have to be scared as a professional, because we have a lot of AI tools out there these days that actually just make your pictures look fake. Once you see the image, you can tell this was not done by a professional. That's not Evoto. Evoto is actually like a tool for professionals that actually makes the workflow as seamless, fast and easy as possible, right? So just look at this image. In the short time that I've been talking, just playing around, we're practically done. I like my image is looking very realistic. So to be honest, I think I'm good with this, except if I want to maybe smoothing like his outfit, and then I'll go all the way down to the clothing adjustment and then just bring this up, and then you can see these clothes just smoothing out, and it looks very realistic. Like the details on the agbada and everything is still showing. All these things that I just did now, I'm going to copy it like Microsoft Word and paste on another image, and you will see the image just automatically adjust itself in seconds, right? So I'll show you the image first. This is the image, right? And you can see some of all these things here, the backdrop and everything. And I'm just gonna copy from here. So what you do is you select the two images, and then you over here you click on sync, and it will ask you to select all the parameters that you want, which of course by default I think these parameters are enough. And then I'll just click on sync, and you see the magic happen. So an image that was literally unretouched before, got retouched in seconds, right? So trust me, like there's no need to, and that's why. So if you're wondering, oh, how was this guy able to like deliver 7 weddings plus portraits in less than 30 days? This is how, right? So imagine like per wedding, you have to deliver hundreds of pictures, even thousands of pictures sometimes. And in addition to those event pictures, you then have to deliver from between 50 and 60 portraits, right? One easy way to make that happen is by using this tool, right? It's such an amazing and fantastic tool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead to a portrait image I created earlier. This is a friend of mine. She's a fashion designer and a fantastic model as well. For the face here, let's go to the face refinement. Just move our sliders, and we can see, blemishes coming out. Of course, she has a fantastic skin already, so this is just a way to, just make it look more presentable, right? So then I can reduce face shine a bit. It was continuous light, harsh light, and what else? Maybe after now I'll probably just go to like the skin, touch up a bit. So I'll go to the skin retouching, move the dodge and burn slider a bit, then of frequency separation. So frequency separation that used to take hours, or several minutes before. Now it's just, at the touch of a slider, and you have a smoother face. So if I zoom out and do a before and after, you guys can see how much has changed with just the touch of a button, right? So of course, this is just for the purpose of this video, to be honest, because under normal circumstances, right, once I have my preset, because here you can see save preset, once I have my preset for one image, I can literally apply it to all the images from that session, right? So it actually makes life easier. And so I'm just going to copy this edits from here, and then I will apply it to this other image. So look at this other image. She's closing her eyes here, and you can see how it was before. So I will highlight the initial image. That's the one highlighted in yellow, and then I'll click on sync. And when I go to the next image, you can see that in less than 1 second, literally, or like 1 second. And so if I do before and after, you can see this is a cleaner image, with a smoother texture and everything. Almost feels like I took it to Photoshop to retouch it and everything. So that's something commendable that I like about this software, right? Another image that I'm going to try out is an outdoor image here. Of course, I like this picture already, the natural light and everything, but I just wanted to show you how this can help to make the picture look better, right? So I'm gonna do like the freckles and the acne again, right? I like to move this thing gradually, to just get that sweet spot. It's not every time that I'm gonna take it all the way to 100, right? Because I like my pictures looking realistic as well, right? And the textures like just looking true to eye. So another thing I want to adjust here is the neck wrinkles. So I'll just go down from the blemish removal panel. I'll just go down to neck wrinkles, right? So here we have it, neck wrinkles. And the more I drag this slider, can you see it disappearing? Yeah, so works like magic. Look at that. So if I do before and after, by the way, to do before and after, you can come here, you can see before and after side by side, and you can also press the space bar to review the before and the after. So I can go back to this image and show you what they look like side by side. Of course, for this line, for example, I can now click on the brush and just do like a quick touch up here, and that's gone, right? So the fact that it automatically helps you to remove blemishes doesn't mean that you still don't have manual control over the app itself, right? So I'm just going to exit here. I like that the lines are there, to be honest, because it looks more realistic that way. So the next image is this very, very fantastic bridal image that I shot a while back. And what I'll just do here is, of course, go back to my freckles and acne again, drag it gradually, right? And yeah, I think I'm fine with this. I still want her face to look realistic and not to over clear out. So I can see some lines on her cheeks. So I'll just go to smile line and work on that. And you see, that's gone like that, right? So I just want to smoothen her skin just a little bit. So I'll go to frequency separation and just add a little of that too, and then do a little dodge and burn, and we're done. Look at this image. This image could be on any magazine, could be on any editorial, right? And it was done in seconds, just like that. Imagine if I had to So let me do it before and after. Imagine if I had to start going through this one by one individually. This probably take me like several minutes to go through. And imagine I have for example, for this bride, imagine I had to retouch about 30 to 40 portraits from the wedding album. Then it will take me days. I'm not going to have enough time to work on this, but then if I can just do a click of a button, then I'm done, right? So I know I sound like a broken record just saying I'm done, but to be honest, that is how fascinating and amazing the Evoto app is. This is another image I shot in the studio, and just see how this image will be transformed in seconds. So let's see if we can do something to the background. Of course we'll touch this again, pick out distractions, unify lighting, and we're good. So look at before and after, see how this background has cleared up. And for example, these shadows are gone. This was shot with continuous light, by the way, so that's why we have some of these shadows here. Then let's see if we can do something to the hair, because there's a lot of strands flying all over the place. So I'll just go to like the portrait retouching, go to the hair panel, and then I'll look for stray hairs removal and just adjust the slider till I think I'm good. And then I can decide to smoothen the hair a bit as well, right? Just look at that. Just look at the difference. It's actually analyzing things for you and getting things done in real time. Then I might just want to touch up the skin a bit. Freckles and acne all over again. So just look at before and after. That being done, I'll just go to the skin retouching and do some frequency suppression, and then some dodge and burn. Yeah. I think I have something here. Then maybe touch up like some smile lines. Right. And okay, so if I want her outfit to be a bit smoother, I can just touch that up a bit as well. So like I said, there's no one way to this approach, right? Just think of your own editing workflow and whatever that works for you. This software is actually that versatile, right? So it depends on what you are trying to achieve and the kind of photography that you do, right? So it just depends, just make it work for you, pretty much, right? So look at before and after. So we have a cleaner, more professional looking image. The outfit is smoother, the hair is looking better, the skin looks very natural and clean. We don't have like all of these things here. And and if I had other images in this file like this, I'll just copy and paste on everything, and trust me, like this is how it will just replicate itself for all the other images, right? So lastly, I'll be looking at this picture. The lighting here was a little bit more advanced. Of course, the hair, more violent and all of that. But we'll just try it out and see what works. If I could do like a question and answer session now, I'll probably ask, okay, guys, what do I start with? But I'm just gonna leave that and go right into the image, right? So for here, the image is not that straight, so I'll probably straighten it a bit. Right, and so I'll just zoom in a bit, see if I can touch like the freckles and acne slider, move it forward a bit, just focus on the before and after a little bit. I'll reduce face shine because the image was shot with harsh lighting. Take out some dark circles, eye bags. At this point, this is me just really checking out all the other tools. Then 11 lines, eye wrinkles, smile line, taking that out as well. I think the more you look, the less you see. But at the end of the day, when you look at the before and you look at the after, you can tell that a lot has happened, a whole lot, right? So of course, there's still something here. I'll just go to my brush tool, manually touch that up. It's not a big deal, right? So yeah, and so I might just want to do something to the hair a little bit, and so back to the portrait retouching, straight hair removal. So it has cleaned it up a bit. I think because of the way it was lit, it's not really entirely sure which one should go out or not, right? Because of the color of the light and everything, but it is still doing such a good job recognizing that some of these hairs are strays. So yeah, I think off the top of my head, like on a first glance, I literally would say this software is a 10 over 10. 10 over 10. And that's Evoto, guys. And if you like to download or check out the app, there's a sign up link in the screen right now. For every new sign up, you're going to get free 5 credits. And as your guy that I be, I don't like to gatekeep, right? And as I'm having this conversation with you, if you use my coupon code John D, which is on the screen right now, you're going to get like 15% off on an annual subscription and 20% off on 200 credits and above, pay as you go. So just what are you waiting for? Download and enjoy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. If you have any other thing that you'd like me to talk about in other videos, just put it in the comment section below. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.